Welcome to another edition of the podcast known as Blending the Family. I'm your host, Tommy Maloney, and a special edition of Father's Day podcast. How are you doing? You doing good? I just realized I forgot to get my dad a Father's Day card. No worry, Dad. No worries. I still have time to get that in the mail to you. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a special Father's Day message. I've been thinking about this today, what I wanted to do, because I've been getting a lot of feedback from my core group, and you'll probably disagree. I disagreed, but this is going to be one of those rare occasions where it's just you and I. And what I wanted to do is just say thank you to my dad, and he is somebody that it took us a while, quite honestly, to have a relationship. And it wasn't until I went to college up in Winona, Minnesota. Spent, I was telling somebody today, spent only a year up there, and then they asked me to leave. But a couple of things that mirror what's going on with my son Connor and I is that my dad is the one who took me to visit the college, and then he was also there for Parents Weekend. And so I just want to say thank you, Dad. I know you're listening. I'm so blessed. I know we can't pick our parents, but I am truly blessed to have you as my dad, and looking forward to our visit coming up, seeing you and Susan and enjoying some Chicago pizza. Then you're going to be coming out to Colorado, and also get to share why we love Colorado so much, my wife Ann and I. So Dad, I know that you and I are a lot alike, and I want to say that you and I need to stop saying that we're not great dads, but we do what we feel in the situation it was best. And I know that there are other dads listening to this, and they've had those moments where they might have missed out on an event, and they kick themselves, and they just don't feel like a good dad. I'm going to have to tell you dads out there too as well, you have to stop that. We dads, and I know there are moms out there who, for example, travel for work, and they miss out on events, and they kick themselves, and they, feel horrible. But again, it's what we feel is what we're supposed to do, and that is have a job, regardless if you love it or hate it, but supporting your family. And I know I've had many of those moments where I feel like a crappy dad because I didn't make, I was just telling somebody today that, again, this was another year where I was only able to see my son Connor play baseball one game. Even though they really didn't have, and it's no excuse, even though they didn't have much of a season. Let me have some water. Sorry about that. What are we drinking this time? Generic water. But before COVID, my son Connor, his sophomore year of baseball, I only saw one game. His freshman year, I like to say I was in between jobs, so I was able to see every game when he was a freshman, which was awesome because he was the starting catcher as a freshman. And yeah, there were times where even before high school I missed certain events because at that time I was doing what I do, and that is travel for a day job and train people on software. And so I just want to say again to my dad, I love you, man. I mean, I love you, and I have so many great, wonderful memories of, you and I spending time together in Lincoln Park and walking downtown Chicago, and you introducing me to one of my favorite pizza places. I know you're not a fan of it anymore, but because of your love for that restaurant, that became my love for that restaurant, and ended up being Connor's love for that restaurant. So I'm so looking forward to. I know you're not going to eat with us, but join us at least, and I get to share, because of you, Dad, taking me to that restaurant and enjoying that unique Chicago-style pizza, and wanting to take Connor there. And I remember taking Connor there for the first time, and he loved it. And so that's one of our favorite things when we do get to visit Chicago, is he and I having that special place of pizza and going downtown Chicago. And I remember the first time Connor and I came to Chicago for a visit. My dad, we went to the Lego store, and it was a special moment of watching a grandfather and grandson be engaged with each other. So on this Father's Day and on this Father's Day weekend, I before I forget, I just want to mention John Francis, the Father's Eve, and also on June 21st, the day after Father's Day, Mark Williams and his project of getting men's mental health awareness out there for International Men's Mental Health. So those are two things that are near and dear to my heart. So Father's Eve and International Men's Mental Health. Sounds like somebody's trying to get into my room. It's okay. The door's locked. So thank you to Dad. I greatly appreciate you, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. I also want to say thank you to Connor, and that is, I wouldn't be a dad without him. But also, I have two bonus daughters, so I am so blessed to have such a great family. I mean, with my wife Ann, the two girls, the boy, as he is well known in many circles, other known as the dude. So to all you fathers out there, I hope, even if you're not in the physical presence of your kids, that they reach out to you, or even you reach out to them. I don't know. Just remember, there's every situation is different, but the bottom line is, if you're a bonus dad, those are still your kids, and please remember that. And I'm not expecting, I'll be perfectly blunt. I'm not expecting, Father's Day cards from the girls, but that's okay. I'm still grateful for them. I just want to let you bonus dads know it's not always easy. It can be difficult at times. It could be painstaking, and there were many times where my wife Ann had to go put me in adult timeout because she could tell I was not happy with certain situations. So I'm grateful for her for recognizing that there are times where you need an adult timeout. And for me, that adult timeout was either going to my office, my home office, with a glass of red wine, or taking my red wine and going into the bedroom to just chill out. So that's all I really want to say. I just want to say to my dad, thank you so much for all that you've done for me. To Connor, you've made me a dad, 18 years ago. And I'm looking forward to our trip, visiting the college that you're going to be going to this fall. And I still can't believe I'm saying that you're going to college. And I'm only saying that because time flies. I mean, again, I was talking to a fellow dad today, and I said, I remember the day I took Connor to kindergarten, and now he's going to college. And so I hope this means something to you, but if not, that's okay. This was about me wanting to share just many minutes of saying thank you, Dad, thank you, Connor, thank you, girls, and thank you for all of you that listen to this podcast, share this podcast. I know there are dads out there that are hurting, and I wish I can just give you a hug. If you ever meet me, I'm a huggy guy. I like to hug. I don't care, male, female, not like a creepy kind of thing. Okay, I better get that out there. Anyway, all right. For those of you that are regular listeners, you know what I'm gonna say next. For those that this might be your first time, I always like to end the show with a quote from one of my heroes, and that is Terry Crews. And as Terry Crews would say, "Your success is my success. Happy Father's Day."